The horrors of Holocaust make people doubt whether there is any fairness or justice in this world. And if there is God who is just and kind, how could He allow this? From the point of view of Judaism, the question is even stronger. We believe that God directly runs this world. This means that He did not only allow the horrors of Holocaust, but Himself actually made them. This is why the question arises, how can one believe in God after Holocaust? People come to us rabbis asking if religion has an explanation of why the Holocaust took place. And I, with full confidence, can tell you, no. There is no explanation. It does not and cannot exist. To explain something means, at least partially, to justify it. To explain something means to understand why it was supposed to happen. To explain something means, at least on some level, to make peace with it. If there is any ideology that gives an explanation to the Holocaust, I don't want to have anything to do with this ideology. I do not believe that one can make peace with what happened. I do not believe that the acts of the Nazis can be justified on any level. But why then did God do it? I do not know, and I cannot know. If I understand everything God understands, then I would be God myself. The God which I can understand is the God I don't need. If I understand Him, I could probably do His job myself as well. If I believe that God is higher than me, then I also must believe that He does things I cannot comprehend. The fact that God does things I cannot understand does not contradict my faith in Him in any way. However, though, on the contrary, the expectation of understanding everything that God does, this contradicts my belief in God who is above me. But all this does not mean that I have to be complacent with everything that God does. Our forefathers were righteous people. They did not suffer from any lack of faith in God. However, they argued with Him when, according to their understanding, God did something that was not fair. People often think that believing in God means obediently accepting everything that He does. But from Abraham, Moses, and other founders of our religion, we see that it is not so. They believed that God has His reasons why He does what He does. And at the same time, they argued with Him that He should do what they think was right. And we must do the same. If one seeks the answers for why Holocaust happened, then this person has to believe, or at least assume, that such an answer exists. I do not believe this answer exists. I do not believe that anything in the world can justify these atrocities. And this lack of answers is precisely what is allowing me to turn to God with my protest about what happened.